Touchdown, Louisiana.
Coming up next on Inside Louisiana Football, reaction to the Ragin Cajuns' big win over Arkansas State in the sit-down with head coach Billy Napier. 2016 Louisiana graduate Krista Toussaint catches up with volleyball coach Heather Mazetas-Fontenot. Men's basketball reflects on receiving their Sun Belt Conference championship rings. And we give you a winning taste of the culture. But first, here's Dan McDonald and Gerald Broussard with a recap of the Ragin Cajuns and the Red Wolves.
Louisiana's Ragin Cajuns with an absolutely huge win in the Sun Belt Conference Western Division here at Cajun Field as they take a 47-43 win over Arkansas State. I'm Dan McDonald along with my partner Gerald Broussard. And Gerald, this was a game that, quite honestly, I'm stunned at the way that the Cajun offense was able to produce tonight.
Really, we both stuttered. I mean, because we talked about it going into the game. We thought that the Cajuns were going to have the ability to score. Didn't feel like. I mean, knew that the Cajuns were going to have to run the football, but the explosiveness. I mean, and Arkansas State was susceptible to that during the year. But golly, I would have never anticipated that kind of output.
And this is a team that scored 66 last time they played here at Cajun Field against New Mexico State. But we know that New Mexico State's not a very good defensive team. Arkansas State came in with a pretty solid defensive team, and the Cajuns still able to roll up 547 yards of offense.
Well, I think the other thing is the Cajuns stayed away from the negative plays. Now, Arkansas State had a couple of them, but they stayed away from it, and then they overcame the first turnover, which was big. I mean, because, and talking with the replay guy, had the replay been able to go to that, I don't know if that would have stood, because the ball looked like it touched the ground. But the defense came out, held Arkansas State to a punt, even though it was on the Cajun side of it. The second turnover proved to be costly, though, and the Red Wolves took the lead from that, but the Cajuns were able to answer it up. But throughout the game, the big negative play that Arkansas State's been able to get, they just weren't able to get.
Big plays throughout this game, especially in the first half for Louisiana. Elijah Mitchell was involved in a couple of them. He caught a 64-yard pass from Andre Nunez only 2 minutes into the ball game. Then he came back it seemed like a couple of minutes later, a 65-yard run, and that gave Louisiana a 14-7 lead. And seemingly almost moments later, Raymond Colley's doing the same thing. He breaks one for 72 yards. The Cajuns only ran 10 offensive plays in the first quarter and had 248 yards of offense.
How crazy is that? That doesn't make any sense. But you hit it on the head. Elijah comes in, gets a big burst. Elijah comes in, gets another big burst. Then you throw Raymond out there. Well, he's got gas. And then Raymond just hits it north and south. And then, for those guys to be able to do that early. And then it proved, though, you needed every one of them because you still had to come from behind in the fourth.
I mean, the Cajuns are also facing the best run-pass threat quarterback in the Sun Belt Conference in Justice Hansen. And Hansen had a great game. He threw for 270 yards and a touchdown, and he also ran for 53 yards and another score. I mean, we're used to seeing those kind of numbers from him. And the freshman running back for Arkansas State, Marcel Murray, with a great game, had 3 touchdowns. But at the end, the Cajuns went down to the running game. They marched down the field at the end. They scored in the last 75 seconds, and it was Trey Regis that they handed it to get the winning touchdown.
How cool is that, though, huh? You come back to Trey, and Trey's there, and a lot of guys that when you rotate, do you get that feel to come back in late in the game? Trey was ready, made some plays, and didn't get an opportunity to catch the ball at one time on it, but then made a couple of plays in the throw game, then came back and just got loggerhead and physical at the end, and that was kind of fun to see.
I want to give you a number. The last 2 times the Cajuns have played here at Cajun Field, 1,306 yards of total offense.
That's pretty good.
That's
moving the football. But you hit it on the head early when you said New Mexico State. We knew that. And they're just not very good. But to validate that back here against this team, that's pretty good. Now, we saw some things last week at App State that kind of liked and stuff, especially defensively, and then said, well, if the offense could just get a little bit now. But tonight was something to see.
What this game does is it puts the Cajuns in control of their own destiny in the Sun Belt West. They're 2-2 in the Sun Belt West Division. ULM is also 2-2. ULM was open this weekend. But the Cajuns have ULM in front of them. They have South Alabama in front of them. They have everything in front of them that they need to make what a lot of people thought would have been an improbable run to get to the conference championship game.
Can I raise my hand as one of those?
I think we can both do that. But it's a very realistic possibility.
Sure
now.
It is. Sure. And To be honest, I mean, I'm not expecting Cajuns to go on the road and beat Troy next week, but if they do, I wouldn't be shocked, not after seeing what we can see. And then following it up with who you have left to play, yeah, I'd be disappointed if the Cajuns aren't in the hunt. Now, the game that we talked about earlier, the game that you worry about coming back to haunt you is Coastal Carolina. This one kind of erases that, because I don't know that a whole lot of people anticipated this happening.
Cajuns win over Arkansas State 47-43 here at Cajun Field. They improved to 4-4 overall, 2-2 in the conference play, and they'll head to Troy next weekend.
Coming up next on Inside Louisiana Football.
If you're happy and you know it's Zydeco. If you're happy and you know it's Zydeco. If you're happy and you know it, then your feet will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it's Zydeco. If you're happy and you know it, manger. If you're happy and you know it, manger. If you're happy and you know it, loving God will help you show it. If you're happy and you know it, manger.
Introducing Sonic's new Car Hop Classic with double the beef, double the cheese, and now double the choices. Try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or slinger with tots for just $2.99. Get them now, ending soon.
It's time for the Sit Down, brought to you by Sonic, home of the Ragin Cajun cheeseburger. This is how we Sonic. Welcome back to Inside Louisiana Football. Time once again for the Sit Down with head coach Billy Napier. And coach, anytime the Ragin Cajuns and Red Wolves get together at Cajun Field, it is quite a show. It did not disappoint last night. Give me your impression of your first taste of that rivalry.
Really pleased with the way our players competed in the game. You know, there's lots of opportunities for us to fold, but we felt like it was going to be a 15-round fight, and our guys competed until the end. I think we're growing up. You know, you can see our team getting better in all three phases and getting good play from veteran players, but also some rookies showing up and making a difference.
You take the ball to start the game, and on the fourth play of the game, you get a pass to Elijah Mitchell. Robert Hunt makes a great block on the outside, springs in for 64 and a touchdown.
Yeah, well-executed play. You know, that play is one of our graduate assistants had run that play in the past at another stop. We ran it at Arizona State last year, but really well executed across the board. The offensive line did a great job in protection. Good job by Robert, great job by Andre and Eli, and really good play by Jamarcus Bradley, key block playing without the ball, and terrific effort to get out in front and try to make a key block at the end.
Arkansas State ties the game up, but you come right back, the quick strike offense, 2 plays, and it's Elijah Mitchell going right up the middle, this time for 65 yards.
Yeah, same play we scored against New Mexico State on. You know, really good job on the left side. Rico, Cole, and Ken did a really good job covering those guys up. Bam Jackson makes a great 2-for-1 block against quarters coverage that really springs the play. And Eli's got that second gear, man. He did a good job finishing the run.
The Red Wolves tied again, but again you come right back. 1 play this time, Raymond Calais for 75 yards right up the gut.
Yeah, really good job by the right guard, Kevin Dotson. Did a good job shutting off the stunt. They ran a stunt to cancel the A-gap. He covered it up. Raymond never broke stride. Levi did a good job carrying out his fake, pulled the boundary safety and corner out of the middle of the field, and it was a big play in the game.
Defense gets a big 3-and-out, and then Nunez hits Bam for a big 43-yard gain. That sets up your next touchdown. Andre pushes it in from a yard away.
Yeah, they really tilted the coverage to Jamarcus Bradley. They doubled Jamarcus. Bam ran a great route on the boundary safety. We were able to hit him down the middle of the field. Really good read by Andre. Great protection. I mean, really firm pocket. Andre climbed the pocket. Really big play in the game.
Arkansas State is making it a close game. It's only a 7-point game, 28-21, and they're driving to possibly tie the game up, but Koa Haynes gets a big interception to set you up for your next drive.
Yeah, one of the biggest turn of events in the game was right before the half. This interception started it, great breakout of the middle of the field, made a play on the ball. They get a personal foul penalty. You know, that turns into a short field, and we executed there 2 minutes before the half, which we work on during spring and training camp.
You mentioned the 15-round fight, and boy, Arkansas State they were not going away. They come back and put 2 scores on the board to actually take a lead, a 1-point lead. But, you know, fourth quarter, you guys retake the lead. Nunez hits Bam again on a 53-yard touchdown score. Yeah,
huge 39 in the game, really good route distribution, really good pocket. You know, again, they tilted the coverage to Jamarcus, and Bam was able to capitalize and take advantage of the middle of the field. Big play in the game. And you know, Bam transitioned to run after catch, had enough juice there to get it in the end zone.
Arkansas State takes the lead once again, and that left 5:48 on the clock. You guys convert a huge 4th down on the drive, and ultimately Trey Regis punches it in from 2 yards away to take the lead once again.
4.5 minutes left in the game. You know, we felt like at that point in the game, with the score, with the way the game had went, it was the right decision. Really good execution, great pocket for the quarterback. The left guard, left tackle in particular, did a good job on the man side of the protection. Jamarcus got open in the zone. Andre threw a strike, and that was a huge play. Kept that drive alive.
4 incompletions seals the deal, and you guys win it 47-43. And like you say, it's time to flip the script. Time to move on to the Troy Trojans. They are 6-2 overall, 4-0 in the East. Very good football team that we're going to play.
Yeah, really, their only loss was to Boise early in the year, and they've got a great streak going. They're getting better each week. You can see they've adapted to their personnel. A lot of respect for what Troy's accomplished. Obviously won the league last year. Be a great challenge. You know, our objective is to go play a complete game on the road, which we haven't done this year. But we've got things that we need to work on, areas where we need to continue to improve. Certain players need to go to the next level, and you know, I think it's important that we continue to build depth here down the stretch.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. As always, Ragin Cajuns and Troy Trojans, 2:30 from Troy, Alabama on ESPN+. Coming up next on Inside Louisiana Football, we'll catch up with volleyball coach Heather Medeta-Fondo, and Ragin Cajuns basketball team gets some blame.
Hey guys, my name is Morgan Blanchard.
Cullen Jones.
Maddie from Ragin Jazz.
Hannah Aber.
Now I'm about to think inside the box.
I'm really nervous. Oh! Wait, is this alive?
A stuffed bunny.
Is it alive? Is it a bunny? It's a bunny.
It's a stuffed animal. It's a stuffed dog.
If something comes alive out of that bag, there will be issues.
Oh, is it like a big roach?
Don't make that face. I don't know what it is. Ugh, what is that? Oh my gosh.
Is it a plastic? Let me count. Plastic spider? Kind of freaked me out a little bit.
That's a spider. A plastic spider.
It's hairy. Is it alive? Okay, I'm just gonna get it over with. What is that?
A coconut.
It's moving, I swear.
Is that coconut?
Oh, it did move. It moved. I swear it moved. Is it a coconut? What is it? Can I get a hint?
Sonic's $2.99 Car Hop Classic. A juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a flavorful signature slinger with golden brown crispy tots. A deal so nice, you should order it twice, because it's only $2.99. Hurry in for a Car Hop Classic, ending soon.
What is your favorite thing about being the coach of Louisiana Volleyball?
Oh goodness, because I love my job, really, and I always say that I'm creating my little dynasty here at UL. But you know, our fans and our support system here, I think, is my most favorite thing. Obviously, the girls that I am so privileged to coach, for sure, but the community and our support system is really wonderful.
You truly do have a dynasty because you are the longest coach that Louisiana Volleyball has ever had. So what has made you stay so long? Why do you love it so much?
Well, first of all, I married a Fontenot from Ville Platte, so that kind of triggered that part of it. But no, I mean, it's just the university and the athletic department has really grown during my tenure here. So over the last 11 years, what I've seen us be able to do with our team, both financially and the support that the athletic department has given us and continued to give has really been remarkable, and it's turned into this awesome place for volleyball.
So you've coached a school in Kansas and then Louisiana Tech and then here. So what is something that you've learned from moving all around to all those different schools?
Patience. I think patience is the number one thing that you have to learn. You know, today's athlete is different than when I started coaching 24 years ago, and just really being patient with the process. You know, our season right now is we're kind of on the cusp of we could go one way or the other, and just really being patient with the process and younger players and allowing them to develop in our system, and that good things come to those who wait. I think that's a really big thing.
So what are some of the things that you do to get your players ready for a game day? How do you get them pumped up?
I leave them alone. Seriously. You know, they do such a great job being together and motivating, you know, and of course we give them the game plan and remind them what to do. And then we do have a little chant that we do pre-game. I'm not gonna, you know, put that out there because that is private, secret stuff for UL Volleyball. And I think that's one of the things that has become tradition, our little chant that we do pre-game before we come out into historic Earl K. Long with all our fans.
So what's the best memory that you've had so far as a coach here?
Oh my goodness. I think that there's so many great ones, but in recent memory, beating Texas State here at home. And I also wish we could have gotten Coastal. We lost in 5. It's very close. But the Texas State match last year on senior weekend was really remarkable and a big step forward for our program.
So why was it so important to you to make sure that coming to the volleyball games was free for students?
You know, I want to make it accessible, and as does our athletic department. And I think too, you know, young fans, let's just get them into the gym any way they can, you know, and if that means that I have a whole entire team of 6th graders, you know, on the front row, then that makes it easy. Then one parent can bring the whole gang, and it makes it easy. You know, I'm a step parent of 4 children, and anything that people do to make it easy for me to bring my children anywhere, you know, you can see how that can help.
Do you have any advice for any younger girls who may think about playing volleyball on the college level and here in Louisiana?
Just play and have fun with it, but you have to play all the time. You know, to get to this level, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time.
Just the camera right here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice, man, nice. 2 more coming, 2 more.
It's a beautiful feeling. I mean, we worked hard for it. We set a goal to, you know, receive the rings and win the championship, and it's just a beautiful feeling that, you know, we got what we wanted.
It felt good. It was a lot of hard work that went into it, so we felt like we had, you know, just a reward at the end of the road when we got there.
It felt great. Like, we know how much things we had to go through to get this ring. So now that we actually have it, like we just want more. And now we're just ready to go back to practice tomorrow and get to it.
I feel like an accomplishment as a group, as a whole, because coming from Missouri, didn't win a lot of games, didn't get a lot of publicity, none of that. So I mean, it means a lot to me just to win and just receive this ring at the end of everything. So I mean, it's like an accomplishment.
The goal is to just keep progressing. I mean, we broke a lot of records last year, and we just hope to do the same this year and just have some of the same success, if not more. And like you said, a lot of unfinished business. We didn't reach the tournament, which was another one of our goals, and we just hope to get that done. It's my last year. I just hope to go out with a bang.
I think we can get in the tournament, get in the dance, and I hope to win a couple games here, to be honest.
My senior year, don't want to go out no other way. Just want to win ball games and just do it the Cajun way.
First thing I want to tell you is that I'm proud to be your coach. Everybody hear me? All right, I'm proud to be associated with the men that are in this room. Everybody hear me?
To perform, you need speed, skill, strength. With every muscle, every move, you push your body to reach its full potential. But sometimes you just can't push through the pain. That's when you know it's time to address it. So when injury puts you on the sidelines, trust us to get you back in the game. Lourdes Sports Care, the team behind your team.
Over the middle, touchdown, Louisiana.
I'm head coach Billy Napier, and you're watching Inside Louisiana Football. First thing I want to tell you is that I'm proud to be your coach. Everybody hear me? All right, I'm proud to be associated with the men that are in this room. Everybody hear me? I'm happy that I'm right here with you. There's no place I'd rather be than right here. We got to stick together throughout this thing. You need to expect adversity. It's a 15-round fight. We're going to swing harder and longer the entire day. First play to the last play. All right, here we go. Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
This is, as we have mentioned, what has become a pretty bitter rivalry. Now Nunez in some trouble, swings it out to the outside. Elijah Mitchell, 40, 45 down the sideline, 35, 30. He is going to take it to the house all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana. In some trouble and sacked. Lorenzo McCaskill was the man who came in and got him. Well, Mitchell's got a hole. 40, 50, 40, to the 30, to the 20. Elijah Mitchell to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana. And it's Kale, and here he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Louisiana. Holy cow. Back to throw, looking, pass deep over the middle, got a man. That is Bam Jackson inside the 25, down to the 20, still on his feet, all the way down to the 10-yard line. Nunez kept it, and he's in. Touchdown, Louisiana. Hansen back to throw, going deep downfield, and that is going to be intercepted. It is Koa Haynes that winds up with the football. Fouls kick. He's got the distance. And it is good. A 52-yard field goal by Kyle Fowl with 2 seconds left has given the Cajuns a 31-21 lead. Oh my goodness.
Look at me in the eye now. Everybody hear me? Look at me in the eye. Okay? We said it was 15 rounds. Everybody hear me? We're halfway through the fight. We gotta finish, all right? We got to be the most committed team. Everybody understand that? So commit right now to your teammates. We are not going to be denied right here. You got 2 quarters to play. Does everybody understand? Yes, sir. All right, here we go. We will not be denied. Let's go, baby. Go, baby. Compete on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
How you spell win? U-F.
And he gets to the 45, stays on his feet, and gives a stiff arm as Trey Regis doing Trey Regis things. Nunez back to throw. Got the pass away, and it's caught. 40, 35, 30. Bam Jackson to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Louisiana. The offense stays on the field for the Cajuns on 4th down and 5. Snap to Nunez. Back to throw. Passes away. Passes caught. And the Cajuns move the chains. Kale to the 30, Kale to the 20. Kale's got the ball in a hole. 20, 15, down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Kale gets the call, and he's down to about the 4. Now, it's 1:23 left to go. Arkansas State leading 43-40, and Louisiana playing 3rd and goal from about 2.5 yards out. The give is to Regis, and he is in. Touchdown, Louisiana. With 1:18 to play, Louisiana has retaken the lead. Kneels it down, and this one's done. The Louisiana Ragin Cajuns continue the Cajun field mastery over Arkansas State as they have defeated the Red Wolves tonight by the score of 47-43.
Yes, sir. Again. Coming back again with it. Yes, sir.
And now the Cajuns control their own destiny in the West.
All right, listen to me, okay? This is going to become a normal thing around here. The key to the drill here is that you understand what comes with success. Everybody understand that? You cannot get caught up in this right here and think that tomorrow you don't have to work as hard as you've worked in the past. Everybody understand that?
Work harder.
You got to work harder. One of the things that we talk about is together. What does that mean? That means that everybody here has an appreciation for everyone's role. You might be the starting kicker. Who was lights out tonight, by the way? This is just the beginning. Everybody got me? Yes, sir. We said in that meeting room Friday that we are in playoff mode. Everybody got me? Every one of them counts from here on out. They're all going to be like that. It's going to be a dogfight the rest of the way. If anything, like Deuce said, take it to another level. Show up tomorrow and be a great teammate. Do your job better than you've ever done it, and let's go to the next game. Everybody hear me? Hey, you boys said you wanted to dance, right?